Everybody, how y'all doing? Long time no see, I know. I took a month-long break for a good reason. And now that I'm back on YouTube and I'm back to making videos, let's just put it out there. It's crazy. And it's going to get crazy by the summertime. I am not going to even guarantee you a low-key, calm video because it's going to be far from that. Especially after all the videos I've been watching and all the news I've been hearing. I am completely shocked and utterly disgusted by some things. And I heard about things that I would never think in a million years I would ever hear. So everybody, even though I'm showing a little bit of judgment on some of the stories that I just heard and recently today about James Charles, I'm not going to completely be judgmental about everything, nor am I going to tear him down, because at the end of the day, I think it takes two people to do something really crazy and horrendous. It doesn't make no sense how everybody in the world is trashing one person but not trashing the others. In this case, it was a bunch of teenagers who feel like they wanted to take their time and day to destroy James. And when I was listening to these videos, I was completely shocked about it. I think I was more shocked than disgusted. I wasn't disgusted with him. I was disgusted with the kids that set him up. Because I felt like this was a real setup. To the first two victims of his came forward, I don't think it was on purpose, because he is known for being flirtatious and being a little bit too playful. And not to say that it's all the way wrong, but you got to know when to stop. And once you get to know a person and who they really are, yeah, you do have a choice to stop what you're doing and keep moving and find somebody that is above the legal limit, or just leave it alone. Just do what you need to do. Bottom line, in this case, I would have kept it moving. Yeah, he made one of the worst mistakes in his life where he just kept talking and talking, sending news, sending videos, sending messages to this 17-year-old. And then what he was saying on Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast was really crazy and really wrong. I would never have said that. And like I said, I don't want to trash him, but it was really distasteful to say that you have a mentality of a 40-year-old, but your taste in men are from 16 to 19 years old. I would never have said that. Honestly, I would never have even put that out there. He put it out there in the universe, and the universe came back to bite him. So I was shocked when I heard more videos coming out of his. I feel like his apology video was a waste of time, because at the end of the day, when people see something they don't like, they're going to keep trashing you and bring you down as low as they can and make you feel as bad as ever about a mistake or two. And they won't stop until they are fully, grateful and satisfied with what they do, with how the outcome comes. And one thing I don't like is that people are constantly misunderstanding each other and not hearing both sides of the story, not seeing the real truth out of the whole situation. They want to believe what they want to believe, like they want to hear what they want to hear. So what do? They go by what they hear, which is partial truth, rather than get the whole truth. And I'm glad there's two peoples that I know fully well that actually got the truth out of him and out of this whole situation, and know that he wasn't the only bad guy in this situation. It just wasn't his fault. It was both parties' fault. And I said the same thing too. I agree with everything that this person was saying, from both parties being in trouble. If James Charles is in trouble about this situation, why isn't the 16, 17-year-olds that was interacting with him, why they're not in trouble? And that's going to be a very long debate, because people would never agree to anything and quickly judge peoples and want to trash him. And then here's the thing, even though people claiming not to like James Charles, not to want to mess with him, but they still watching his videos. You're still buying his makeup. So one thing I don't get is he's selling out makeup like is crazy. Like, you selling hotcakes. And yet people are those are the same people that's completely trashing him and completely tearing him down on social media. I am not on his social media page. I'm not following him. And like I say, I don't hate the man. Well, yeah, I don't like him, but I don't hate him and I don't follow him. But one thing I'm not going to do is make him feel very low and trash him. Now, I'm just like another person, an admirer of certain influences. I love makeup and I love fashion and I love cooking just like everybody else out here. So what do? I associate myself with people who's in the same field. So this is how I got to know some of these amazing influencers and follow them through everything from social media to YouTube. So when I first saw James Charles on Jeffree Star's channel 2 years ago, I fell in love with the collaboration. I fell in love with the makeup. So yeah, I started looking at James Charles videos. Then I saw something that I shouldn't be seeing, was crazy, outrageous messages he was sending to people's, telling people's, even at, you know, parties and other places like where they go and hang out at, like how he was in love with the idea of chasing after young boys and trying to hit on them to get their reaction. And granted, he said the same thing in Seattle, how he liked the reaction he gets when he's flirting with young guys. And one of the waiters he was flirting with actually was turned off by that because he heard it. And then at the end of the night, they ended up in a hotel. Like I said, that would not be the number one choice I would make, because yeah, it's not against the law to like somebody. It's not against the law to flirt with somebody. But if you heard about the real age of these peoples, your best bet is to keep it moving and not trying to pursue them. And then you bragging about it to your friends. I don't get that. And then you making friends with people that's 3 or 4 years younger than you, who has nothing in common with you whatsoever, who doesn't even have the same platform as you. And here you are pursuing them over and over for as long as you can. Now, I didn't know this was going on for 3 years. Apparently, it's been going on for longer than 3 years, according to a female influencer that was following him. She used to do collaborations with him. She used to do TikToks with him. Now she doesn't anymore. But she, just like the rest of them, was trying to throw him under the bus. And I think that was completely wrong. You don't do that to nobody like that, especially if you've been dealing with them for as long as you have. And then you over here telling them that you have so much respect and love for them, but you over here telling everybody else that he's a pedophile. Like, you pretty much telling everybody that he craves for young boys, he parties with young boys, and you don't know what to do about it. So you just leave everything alone. You unfollow him, you stop chit chatting with him, and now you become one of his enemies. What sense does that make? I don't know. So as of today, when I was watching some people's videos reacting to James Charles' apology video, I felt like they was being a little bit too harsh on him, because it goes from, oh, I am disgusted by his actions, I'm disgusted by his tweets and everything, to, oh, let's prosecute him to the full extent of the law because he actually threw himself to a guy in a hotel, that he actually tried to invite peoples over to his house. He was trying to do this, trying to do that, sending videos, sending pictures. By the way, I have seen those videos and pictures when they posted it. It was hella disgusting. I was shocked. Like, this is not something you would send an underage kid. This is something you send to a peer, somebody that is your age. Your peers are the ones you share your intimates with. You know, whatever you want to send to is not a problem, because y'all both are above age, y'all adults. Can't nobody get in trouble for that. But you sending that to a 17-year-old boy, you send that to a 16-year-old boy, and then one of the guys that you became friends with was actually 12 years old and not 15. So yeah, it does make him look a little bad, but at the same time, it's like, it's not everybody's business, and it's not people's position to be prosecuting him and judge him and then want to sit here and trash him. And half of them peoples who is trashing him, like, they are dragging him like a rag doll. Like, if you was to see some of the stuff that I have seen on Instagram and on YouTube, you will see how badly these people are dragging him, and half of them peoples are his followers. So what do you say about that? How do you react to that? I haven't been on here in a long time, and the first thing I do is see this video, and I'm completely in shock. Like, this is very, very, very serious, and it's scary. People don't realize the shit that you do. Oh, it comes back to haunt you, whether it's 2 or 3 years down the line or 16 to 20 years down the line. People are coming to drag you, honey, and they will not stop until you completely quit what you do and just fall off the face of the earth. People don't want him on here anymore on YouTube. People are trashing him on Instagram, on Twitter. I feel bad for him. The only thing I want to say to him is I pray for you, and I hope things work out for the best. I seen your apology video. I heard what you have to say, but it's not up to me to prosecute you or even judge you at the end of the day. So everybody, please, it's not that serious to be doing that to people. Don't do that because it's not your business. And two, at the end of the day, you're not the person he's coming after. You're not the person he has to speak to at the end of the day, or even, redeem himself. So why why come after people? Why disrespect them? Why drag him? It's horrible. It's harsh. Call me a big softie for people like him, but I don't think people should be doing that. That's really harsh.